thing is, I'll get some notes. I'll get some notes ahead of time. That way it's very interesting. You said you're just talking.
John, any update on Scott Hartnell?
Oh.
Any changes to the lines compared to what we saw yesterday in practice?
No.
Bob?
Yes. No. Corpy's playing tonight.
We don't see some outstanding teenagers here tonight. In your years in the league, have you ever seen a group of young men acclimate to this level of hockey as quickly as they have?
Well, they've just flooded in this year. It's great for the game. The game's changing. Usually some of these guys, although a number of them are just that good, they spend some time in the minors and work their way through, but it's a young man's game, and it's changed quickly. So yeah, I think it's great for the game.
Can you tell us what Zach has meant to you?
Who?
What Zach Werenski has meant to you guys this year?
Well, as I always say, I always put him up against the top players in the league, but he's a defenseman. That's what I'm thrilled about, because to find someone of what he's done and what we're expecting of him at that position, I think is crucial for an organization. So we're thrilled at what he's done and what's going to be expected of him, and more importantly, what he sees he can be. Tremendous student of the game, just a great kid. That's one that for the organization here, that sets us up pretty nicely at a very tough position to play.
John, a year ago, both of these teams were in last place in the division. And speaking of that youth and what they've done, specifically for your team, how much has that influx of that young talent made a difference in this tournament?
Well, I think we're a more skilled team. That brought on a different way of playing for us. As I said to our guys at the beginning of the year, we talked about during the summer that we need to open it up and allow these guys to develop and be the offensive people. The Zacks, I think Josh Anderson has brought that. We're hoping Bjorkstrand's going to play tonight. He's a guy that hasn't cracked it, but I think is going to be a big part of our future. Yeah, so our defense with Jonesy, the trade, he's feeling more comfortable up the ice. Z's up the ice. Nudavara. I'm not sure which team's younger. I know we're two of the youngest teams in the league, and I think I think youth just plays. I don't think they understand pressure yet. I think they're just allowing themselves to play. I can't talk for Toronto, but I know our guys we're trying to let them play.
Does it speak to how quickly that transformation can happen with the right personnel?
Yeah, it's different now. It's such a young league, and I think it's kind of taken on. It happened very quickly here in the past few years, where a lot of these guys the organizations are always careful about just keeping them in minors, developing them the right way, and I still think that goes on. But again, I haven't done all the history. There have just been a lot of really good young players that should be here. And we're fortunate to have a couple, and Toronto has a few, so we'll see what happens tonight.
You were able to, we talked right before the last game about trying to get Nudavara used a little more on the power play. You used him, I think, almost 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think? You got some shots through.
Yeah.
Did you like his work?
Yeah, I did. I think he's really good lateral as far as just keeping composed with the puck in the power play. I think that's what Z has brought to our power play, just our composure and lateral movement. And Nudie can get a shot through. You don't see him take a lot of slap shots. He's got a heavy wrist shot, disguises it well. I think changes the angle very well to get it through. He's just beginning to experience the power play with us right now. And so hopefully that'll be a progression. He'll get better at it.
John, you guys had to make a decision last month to go in a different direction with McElhaney. What comes to mind about him during your tenure with him?
Just a great pro. That's the first thing that comes. We have Bob here. Mac has had to take some bullets along the way here in situations I've put him in, as all backups do. But the way he's handled himself and just the respect that he has I can say, because I watched it in our locker room, how much respect the players have for him. He's a pro. And Hope he gets shelled tonight, but I'm happy for him. When I saw that Toronto picked him up, I was thrilled for him. Text him right away. I hope he's happy. I hope him and his family are happy. Tremendous family. All the stuff off the ice, I mean, the stuff on the ice, it's a different story. Off the ice, I'm thrilled for him.
What do you think of bye weeks?
I haven't experienced it yet. I know the records. I watched Calgary just get spanked last night coming off of their bye week. I know the record hasn't been good. I'm not sure what to think of it. Quite honestly, in my mind, I look at our bye week. I think it's coming because it's given us. It's set us up in the last few months to have a few days off each month. I think the timing's good for us. Whether we're winning or losing, I just felt in the schedule it's good for us. But I don't know what to think of it until I experience it, our players experience it, and see what we are when we get out of it. I know we're going to have a meeting at a certain time in the practice here with our strength coach and just get ahead of it here a little bit as far as trying to give them an outline as far as let's not take all 5 days off. And I don't think these athletes do that anyway. I think we want to give them some guidelines here and to see if that can help us so we can get some rest, the proper rest, but come back in the right frame of mind and not lose too much conditioning as far as when we start playing again.
And you're also the pioneer, I think, of getting rid of the morning skate. I applaud you for that personally, but no regrets, obviously.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. And as a coach, we've kind of been up and down here a little bit, and you have to fight it. You have to fight certain things you were doing when you were winning. And then because I've had this question asked me, now with the morning, we've gotten rid of the morning skates, and now we've kind of fluctuated a little bit. People think, well, is it because of that? It's not because of that. And I'm thrilled that the players have taken it and gotten themselves out of that routine that is in this league. I'm glad they accepted that and believe that it's helping them. I think that's the important sell. I know it's good for the athletes. I think our strength coaches know it's good for the athletes. It's just getting the athletes out of that routine that they're so used to. It was a little funky at first, but I think our guys like it. And I'm so happy for that because I think in the long run, in the big picture, it's really good for you.
I'm not sure you've been through this before, but does either a goaltender or his former teammates, does either side benefit from the familiarity that's got to be there?
I don't know. We're going to run them over anyway the first shift, so I don't know. I just walked in the room and we have video of the opposing goalie and I know the boys are yucking it up in there with Mac and he's one of the good guys. I'm not sure. He's just one of the good guys, and I'm happy that he's battled through injuries. I'm just happy he's still playing. So I'm happy for him. Good. Thanks, guys.